So, let's talk about the topic that is uncomfortable for women my age: dating, marriage. I got married when I was 24-year old. And a few weeks after I got married, someone asked me, "So, is marriage everything you were hoping for?" I said, "Yes, it's everything I was expected." She chuckled because she thought that I was into the euphoria of being newlywed. But no, I gave her a real answer, how I felt in my heart. See, I always held a negative idea of marriage because my whole life that's what I'd seen. I'd seen husband being domineering over the wives. I've seen wives being dependent upon their husbands. I've seen wives being cheated on. I've seen wives being beaten by by their husbands. I've seen wives being abandoned by their husband. I have seen children being abandoned by their father for a new wife. And the society in which I grew up was okay with all that. So yes, somehow when getting married, I didn't expect much. I knew I wanted to be with him, but beyond that, there was nothing. So years after I divorced, when I thought about all the negative things that had happened in my marriage, the domestic violence, that having to go to shelters and keeping myself and my kids safe. If you had asked me a few years ago if I ever get married, or if I ever thought that I would get married, I would have cursed you out. Now I'm in a place in my life where I'm open to it. I'm not actively seeking it, but I'm open to it. If I meet the right person, I am open to it. So currently, I am in my waiting season. I'm waiting. And in this waiting season, I am working on myself. See, like I said earlier, I had a negative idea of marriage. The idea of marriage I had was more like a burden to a woman. And I like this season I'm in because I feel like the Lord is softening my heart. I feel like the Lord is healing my heart. And I'm okay with the Lord taking all the time it takes to heal me so that I'll be whole when I meet somebody. All this to tell you, don't be afraid of your waiting season. Don't be in a hurry to get married while you haven't even worked on yourself. Why do you want to get married? Did you ever ask yourself that? What is your purpose? What's your plan? Are you getting married because other people are getting married? Are you getting married because you think that's what you're supposed to do at this point of your life? Are you getting married because you want to follow the path, the plan of God for your life? I think that when you come into knowledge of why you want marriage, I think that your heart will be ready. So right now, I'm still working on that question. Why do I want to get married? And the answer changes every day. Companionship, I've considered to have somebody that loves me, somebody I can do ministry with. But so far, I don't think I've found the right answer. And I'm willing to wait until it makes sense to me, until I have peace about my answer. That's when I will know that I have the right answer. So I'm encouraging you to take this season of waiting to work on yourself, to ask yourself questions, to see in your life what you need to work on, and work on yourself, so that when somebody comes in your life, you are not going to be emotionally dependent on them. See, in this season, I've grown in my knowledge of God. I've grown in my relationship with God. So when that person comes, I am not going to be dependent on him to feel whole. See, I've found that some of the bad habits that people have, like drugs, alcohol, and stuff like that, they're holes in people's souls that they're trying to fill with something. I had a hole in my heart. I had daddy issues. And my relationship with the Lord, it filled that gap. The Lord has been such a good father to me. I'm not saying that I don't need the love of a human father, but the Lord has shown me what it is to have a good father. And that healed my heart. And He had made my relationship with my biological father better. I understand him better. And I'm even more, tolerant, and I understand him better now that I have this relationship with the Lord. May the Lord give you the wisdom and the discernment to figure out what your purpose is and how to use your talents to serve Him in this time, in this season of waiting. Amen.